The world is different.
Beyond a lifetime ago, a war between nature and civilization arose overnight, seemingly without reason. 50 years ago, it paused in a tense stalemate.
1 year ago, on a cold winter's day, the mountainous city of Bulwark erupted as its long-held godly prisoner escaped his chains from beneath the stone. The decimation was the righting of a great wrong, but a terrible price was paid.
Our heroes, who set the freedom and destruction in motion, were called to the lands of their former enemy to help this god on his path to reascension. Their mission complete, their eyes turned back to a threat at home.
They look at their footprints, at the trail that they blazed, a trail that led them to redemption and peace. Now, the same footprints lead them back home, and they walk a path where they might just find the end. And as the sun rises over the summit, they face the day together. Hello, and welcome back to another path. My name is Chase, and I continue to be your GM. Today we find ourselves at the end of some things. I would like to thank all of our backers: Savani, Caitlin, Kate, Rin, Xander, Enoch, Chuck, Kyle, Tyler, Joel, Ryan, Atan, Nicole, Carlin, Nathan N, Zan, Christina, Connor, Patrick, Jeremy, Kim, and Ice Tier Brewing for their support. We'll be back in just about a month or so after this episode with a season wrap-up, as well as some clarification on what is to come. If you have any questions that you would like to present to myself or the rest of the crew about anything from this season, be it lore or character stuff, go ahead and send them to the show Twitter account at AnotherPathPod. And with that, sit back, relax, and enjoy your trip down another path.
I have advantage on
Depending on how this
initiative.
goes,
We're going to see how this goes.
Dirty 20.
19.
I shift and I give myself 24 temp HP.
I rolled a 17.
The Mind Flayers have rolled a nat 20.
Oh, fuck.
Fuckers.
I thought, I
Okay.
was like, we're rolling hot on this.
Who got above a 15?
All of us.
It's pretty bad when 17 is the bottom of the turn order.
So yeah,
It's not, because the Elder Brain rolled a 10.
Okay. Yeah, I shift. That's spent. I have 24 temp HP. My AC is currently 21 from the Stalwart Stone and shifting.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I want to be the tip of this fucking spear and just make a line.
Okay.
That's my plan.
Okay, so how far are you running?
Do I get to go first or the Mind Flayers first?
The Mind Flayers are first. The Mind Flayers are working hard on whatever it is they are doing in this secondary enclosed room.
So that we're in the main room, and there's a little.
in the center of the room, underneath the Elder Brain, there is another room.
Okay, so up is the Elder Brain.
Correct. Second floor is the Elder Brain. There's a pair of circular ramps that come down, so you can run up towards the Elder Brain.
Is going up, crossing the paths of the Mind Flayers.
You go near them, but they are not focusing on you at all right now.
Okay, but there's a chance that they could intercept the path.
Possibly.
You had a very good question I saw on your face about the sickly green one.
Yeah.
What is there something on its head?
Not at the moment.
Okay.
That is the best answer.
My bonus action was to shift. I mean, at least take my 50 movement to get to a point where if the Mind Flayers try to intercept, I can block them. I want to piss these guys off. They look focused, but I want to disrupt them further. I'm going to rip off a Produce Flame in my hand and chuck it at one of the Mind Flayers.
If that room is encased in glass, so you'd be hitting the glass.
Okay, never mind then. So
have
we're
to go
probably
inside.
we're probably safe from them for the time being.
Potentially.
As I rush forward, I'm going to throw up over the Concordance. I'm pointing and also saying over the Concordance. Is that worth it?
Probably.
I'll get them. You go up.
Okay. K.
Fix your enter key.
I'm then going to take a full just action dash, 100 feet. I want to be at the brain if possible.
Okay.
100, wherever 100 feet will get me.
Okay.
I'm a fast.
Yeah, you
molar.
are right up on it at this point.
Is it the Elder Brain suspended, or is it in a pool?
It is in a pool that is situated directly above that secondary room.
Cool.
So it is. So
Oh, so it's
here,
up.
I'm gonna.
Up and up. Okay.
That is your turn, Zephyr. What are you doing?
I think I'm gonna go walking towards the other ramp, the one that's opposite of what
Mhm.
the one Mordecai did.
Sure.
I'm kind of like in this like I'm walking, but it's like that in Deathly Hallows Part 1 when they're fleeing the Ministry and Yaxley's like walking really fast behind them, just
Yep.
sort of like shooting spells at them.
Yes. Yes.
Like
yes,
Zephyr
yes.
is just kind of like quick walking towards this ramp and is just launching Eldritch Blasts up and back into the top of the tank.
You're trying to curve the bullet.
Yeah, I'm
curving
curving
the
I'm
bullets.
arcing my Eldritch Blast up and in.
You're
Okay.
gonna
if
want,
I can.
You're gonna wanted the Elder
The
Brain.
AC is higher, but I will allow it.
Just has partial
Awesome.
cover.
Hey, thank you.
Yeah.
If you can do it with a bow, you can do it with a blast.
There you go. 21.
Hit.
Nice. 15.
Yep.
The 15 will hit.
Yep.
Oh, shit.
I'll tell you right now, Elder Brain AC not high.
No, like I am increasing it because you're doing a trick shot, but
Yep.
it's still low.
Big Brain can't move in water. Shit.
That is 27 points
27.
of force damage.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, so Zephyr is just quick walking towards this ramp and is just shooting
Okay.
these up and over.
It is going to use a legendary action, and it's going to attempt to hit you, Fear, because you are hitting it. 19 to hit.
19 to hit. That is my AC.
God, didn't that feel good to say that?
Yeah.
Your AC is 19.
My AC is 19.
It's been 5 years.
It's been very long. A very low AC.
From a wizard.
And you've
I feel you.
and you've still taken the least amount of damage.
By like a very hefty margin.
So that is 19 bludgeoning damage.
Bludgeoning damage. What's it hitting me with?
A tentacle reaches out and whips you.
like goes over
And-
the edge? Ooh, shit.
You are grappled.
Ooh.
Don't like that.
Don't like that at all.
Jackson.
Is there a door for this glass on the bottom?
Not that you can see,
So I'm just gonna have to break my way through it.
if that's what you want to do.
All right, let's say this. I'll take my movement to like the base of the steps
Yeah.
or the glass, like that
Yep.
that point. I get
Okay.
there.
Yeah.
Do I think I could break this? Could I get through? Can I make it? I can make an insight check.
I was going to say, so I'm trying to figure what kind of check. Make an insight.
On the table, half filled. 32.
It's possible, it's thick, but you've got the wrong kind of weapon to do this. You would really want bludgeoning to break through glass and the site the slashing.
I'm going to fuck it. I get there. I look at the glass. I don't think I can break through it.
Mhm.
I stop and I let my arm with the Gaia tattoos extend, and for the briefest of seconds, it flashes. It just flashes bright green, and my whole body turns green, and I start to shift, and a large radiant image pops out of me, and I throw a Guardian of Faith into the chamber,
Okay.
and one of the Mantis Knights appears,
Ah, nice.
standing right over the three of
That's very
them,
cool.
and is just going to fuck their shit up.
Okay.
And that is my action.
Okay.
So I'll take whatever remaining movement, get to the top of the steps.
Okay.
I
You
guess.
get. You use most of your movement just to get to the base there, so you get like on the
Okay,
bottom
I get
of the
up
ramp.
because I have 35, and
Well,
then I have
right now
another-
you were about the same distance, like about to the bottom of the ramp.
So I'll use the 30. I have 45 right now
Oh,
with Long
okay.
Strider.
Yeah.
So get kind of.
Oh, I forgot about
up
that.
to the top.
We're with Longstrider. I forgot.
Yeah.
about
You
that.
are still grappled either
Okay.
way.
Well, I just didn't know how far I made it up. the thing.
Gotcha.
It's gonna be a DM ruling. Okay,
Okay.
you can't cast 2 spells.
Nope.
Can I use my tattoo free Misty Step?
Nope.
Okay. So I'll just get to the top as far as I can, and then
Okay.
I
That was a good.
will not have my bonus action used this time.
Look, bonus actions are just that. They're a bonus.
That was a good thought though.
Yeah, I've got a list of spells that I would love to use right now. And
Yep.
I can't. But there's a Mantis Knight down in with the 3 of them.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's very
fuck some
good.
shit up.
It just
Yep.
fucking Nightcrawled in and then just started fucking things up.
When does the Mantis Knight go? Is that the start of the?
It's like when Guardian of Faith's like when creatures like
any creature hostile to you that moves through space within 10 feet of Guardian for the first time on its turn must
Its turn.
succeed
Okay.
So it happens
Interesting.
on its
Yeah.
it happens on its turn.
Interesting. Okay, cool. Good
Yeah,
to know.
It's less of a summon, more of like a ward.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's literally you put it over you, and if
Yep.
things get too close, it attacks.
Cool.
But this way, you just put it over them, and it starts attacking them.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Done. It is going to use another legendary action. It is going to attack you, Jackson.
Yeah.
But it's going to roll like shit. That's only a 14. So a tentacle
Fuck
comes
off.
out, and you just bat it away with your scythe. That is going to
Get
take
out of
us.
my house.
That is going to take us to its turn.
Mm-hmm.
Mind Blast.
There it is.
Zafir is the only person that has done damage to it. I need you to make an intelligence saving throw for me.
You got this, buddy. All right, that is 13.
That is not going to cut it.
All right. Oh, wait, do I have advantage?
Oh, yes, you do.
That is a 17.
Still not going to cut it.
Fuck.
Oh,
Sorry, buddy.
It's okay.
Okay. I need a dice roller for these. That is going to be 37 psychic damage, and you are stunned.
Oh, I forgot about that part.
As halved to 7, you said?
37.
I'm stunned, you said?
You are stunned, I say.
And grappled.
And grappled.
And grappled.
Well, you wanted to get close.
I did want to get close. I just needed to get close enough, but now I'm fucked.
Now it is the Mind Flayer's turn. So there are 3 Mind Flayers in that room. What does the Guardian of Faith do?
All 3 of those creatures need to make dexterity saving throws.
What's the save?
I assume it's mine, so it'd be
Yes.
16.
16? Okay. 1 fails.
1 fails, so
It still have.
so the one that fails takes 20,
Okay.
and the 2 that save take 10 each.
Okay.
And it's still there. I've got another 20 points of damage to deal.
Oh, it attacked all 3? Like even the one that was being like grabbed?
Yep.
I
Interesting.
declared them all. I would have assumed that they're all hostile.
Fair enough, yeah.
So you see the Mantis Knight go to work as you round up the edge of the ramp, and this thing is cutting into it with its own arms, with scythes at the end of the arms as well. So this thing is a terrible whirling dervish as it tries to work its way through the Mind Flayers. They are fending it off. You see the thing on the table writhe for a second and then fall limp.
Ooh.
Okay, that might be good.
Mordecai, your turn.
I would like to use my action to beat ass. I take whatever extra little bit of movement I need to get up to the edge of the tank.
Yep.
Take a second where I look over the rim of the tank. Ew. Pull the hammer off.
Yep.
And I'm just going to
Freedom of movement.
Am I within? Do I need to get into the tank to beat ass?
You do have to get in the tank to beat ass. If you want to beat its ass, you need to be in the
So
tank.
I do need to read the water rules. Being underwater imposes no penalties on your movement or attacks.
Bless you. Holy shit.
No, he blessed you.
Yeah. So I think about changing into a bear, and then I feel the little bit of a Gaia surge through me of being like, I've always been a strong swimmer, and I'm just going to take a foot onto the rim and leap and take the gavel 2 hands over my head and just start and take 2 attacks against the Elder Brand as I dive in.
Done. Take your attacks.
I'm going to make him reckless. So
Oh,
Do
yeah.
it, yeah.
with advantage.
Never been more reckless.
22 to hit for the
That'll
first
hit.
one.
Do
And another set of 12s, so 22 for the
Done.
second.
Yeah, hit.
All right,
Go ahead and
so
roll damage.
Workman's Gavel is going to be 2d10 and 2d6. Total of 19 bludgeoning and 10 fire.
29.
And
Nice.
then bonus action, I'm going to hit it with my fist bites.
Okay.
I'm going to miss. That is only a 15.
That'll hit,
Oh,
actually.
that hits? Awesome.
Big
yeah.
brain in water
Oh,
cannot
yeah.
move.
You're right. So that's going to be an additional 10 piercing, 2 fire. And I am just swimming around like it's nobody's business.
Cool.
So that was action bonus. Yeah, that was a whole round of attacks.
Okay.
Nice.
It is going to use a legendary action to attack you. That's going to be an 18 to hit.
Miss.
Oh, interesting.
With the stalwart stone
Ah.
and shifted, my AC is 21.
Zafir, you are currently stunned. Go ahead and roll for de-stunnification.
So question.
Yeah.
How big is this thing's tank? Just
So this thing is about like 15 by 15. The tank is, probably about 30 by 30.
yeah, that was a 7.
That's not going to cut it. Sorry, buddy.
Unless you want to invoke the Amaranthine.
To unstun
Can I?
Zephyr.
Yeah. It's a saving throw.
It's a saving throw.
It counts as a saving
Yeah.
throw
Yep.
now? Okay, cool. the dragon flies off of the cloak and envelops Saphir, and you get a natural 20
Nice.
for that saving throw.
Very good. Thank you
Good.
so much.
That's
All right.
1.
Because I doubt I
one
was going
left.
to pass that thing.
This dragon envelops you when you snap back to it. You are...
Thanks, Johnny.
Johnny on the spot.
Johnny does.
It is going to... Mordecai, it's going to try and attack you again,
All right,
using another
so-
legendary action.
Yeah, so even roll, since I reckless, but I have
Oh, right,
it
it
has
is an even roll.
disadvantage, so just even.
Fail. 4.
Nice.
That is going to take us to Jackson's turn.
I can see Saphir start twitching, but he's still grappled.
Yeah.
Correct.
Don't let that happen to you. It really sucks.
Can I just try to cut that tentacle?
It's a called shot, so the AC is going to be higher, but yeah, I'll let you do it.
Okay, I'm going to run to that tentacle
Sure.
and then take my first attack at it, and
Yep.
let's see what happens.
Yeah, sounds good.
First attack. Natural 20.
Okay.
So that is a lot of damage.
Yep.
Jeez. I don't
Holy shit.
I don't have enough dice.
Is that holy weapon too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Uh.
A meaty hit, bro.
39 points.
Mm-hmm.
Magical, radiant, slashing, everything.
Yep. Okay.
Is that enough to cut this one?
That one cuts. You don't deal, so a lot of that damage essentially is poured into the called shot of removing that tentacle.
That's fine.
Yep.
Zephyr's
so
not grappled.
Zephyr drops to the ground free.
God, it's ruining the velvet.
It's illusory velvet.
It's crushed velvet.
Ah. That was the dance equivalent of a shit-eating grin.
Yes. Yes. Fuck me.
Fuck off, Chase.
Is there anything else from the Elder Brain out of the pool? Or
Not at this moment.
not at this moment. Do we know how deep the tank is?
It's about 30 feet deep. This thing is kind of like hovering in the middle.
Yeah, yeah.
And I am in there.
Oh yeah, you're right up on that brain.
Yeah. It's at this point where I'm like, I should have cast water breathing.
It was at this moment he realized he fucked up.
So I dove in definitely with my mouth open, and then as I was about to land, I went, oh shit!
Okay, so I can do a bunch of things. So what I'm going to do first, I chop off the tentacle. Zephyr falls to the ground. I put one hand on the tank and stop.
Mm-hmm.
Bonus action, spiritual weapon.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to throw the book at the mind flayers underneath.
Okay.
I don't have to see them.
Okay.
So I throw the book at them. I just pick one of them.
Now they got a mantis
Whichever
in the book.
whichever one is
Yeah, that's
more
fine.
hurt, probably.
Sure.
20 something to hit.
Yep.
10 force damage
Okay.
as the book just
Stab.
like the anime of that.
Oh, it's
is-
so
Yes,
good.
yes.
This game rules.
Some
Yeah, so I
fairy
just take
tale
a second.
bullshit.
That happens, and then I vault, throw myself
Into the tank.
into the tank, and I'll land and take my second attack.
Okay, this is going to be a disadvantage
Sure,
because you are underwater.
sure.
I don't have a spell that I can do now. That's not going to literally murder the two of you.
18 to hit.
18 to hit. That'll do it.
Okay, the second hit is 23 damage,
Okay. Cool.
and that's where I am. That was a lot.
Okay.
Zephyr, please save us all.
As I'm saying to Grim, I don't have a spell at the moment I can use that will also literally wipe you guys out. So my turn. I'm gonna tell you guys to get the fuck out of there.
Jackson.
Sorry, hold on. Important question. So my last episode with Addie, I set the cloak to fire.
Yes.
Did I change that during the dragon fight?
I
to
Don't
acid or
think
poison?
so.
I don't think
Oh,
you
wait, I think
Because of the...
maybe when the Oblax hit the deck.
I
you
think
might have?
I
shifted
think
it
you
to
shifted
acid.
it to acid.
So
Yeah.
it's set on
When the
acid right
Oblax
now.
hit
Okay.
the deck, yeah.
Cool. And I can change...
You
but I
normally
could-
have it set to acid because you like the green.
Because I like the
anyway.
green color,
Yeah,
yeah.
so
But
the
now would
poison.
be a great time to have thunder resistance or lightning resistance because I know Zephyr's about to zap us.
I'm not going to because I
Okay.
will literally murder you guys.
Yeah, because we're in liquid.
That you don't even know,
Yeah.
bro.
Jackson. 26 to hit you.
Does that actually hit you?
Is it tentacle?
Yeah.
Shield. Addie's locket.
Oh. There it is.
God, what a fucking cock tease.
Fuck.
All right. Fine.
Yeah,
Dude.
that is my reaction though.
Yep.
Yeah.
That is your reaction.
my reaction.
Tentacle. Another tentacle tries to go for Mordecai, but it beefs it hard. 16.
Yeah, no. Thank you. Stalwart.
That's its actual turn, yeah.
Thank you, Stalwart
Yep.
Stone.
Yep, so that was legendary action, top of the round. The room beneath the Mind Flayer shatters. You can't see what's happening down there. All of you have gone up, but you hear in your minds a familiar voice. Kill it. It's Graynor.
Okay.
Well, so we have to do this in order because it matters now. So there's 3 of them down there.
Yep.
So then whichever one goes first.
Only 2, because the one...
Well, no, it might just be 1.
Well,
Because if it fails, that's the last 20 damage.
just the one went dead already.
That was Graynor, who's probably no longer dead.
Oh.
So whichever thing down there moves first, has
Sure.
their turn first, has to make a dex save.
Okay.
So whatever thing that is needs to save against a 16.
16, that is a pass.
As a pass. Okay, that thing, whatever it is, takes 10 damage.
Okay.
And the Mantis Knight is still there.
Yep.
So then the second thing now has to make a dex.
I have rolled that as well. That is only a 13.
It's only got 10 damage left to deal.
Okay,
So
so-
it can only deal 10 damage to that.
Okay.
And then the Mantis Knight dissolves.
Yep. The Mantis Knight dissolves, and then the room below shatters. You can hear the glass break. But you can't see what's down there because you are all up top.
Yeah.
Still got the book down there.
Still got the book down there, though.
Was the third Mind Flayer thing they were working on, was that Graynor?
I don't know.
It might have been.
That or the
we don't
crowd's
know.
nearby, and it's just reaching out to us.
Okay.
We are going to find out, but we also have a big brain to kill.
That is going to take us to Mordecai. You are in the tank with the brain.
Okay.
Or is it in the tank with you?
Someone's in the tank with somebody.
Well, it's in the tank with you two.
I'm realizing that maybe jumping into this was a little foolhardy, and but I still want some shit in here. So I think that I'm first going to try to disengage. I'm going to try to get out of the tank.
You have freedom of movement. You're fine.
Cool. As I do so, as I get to the top, I'm going to reach up to my necklace, and that little spectral image of it appears over top of it. I pull, and I have these 4 sharp fangs in my hands, and I throw them into the tank, and I cast Conjure Animals and summon 4 crocodiles
Oh, yes!
Okay.
into the
Very
tank
good.
with the Elder Brain. So I lose protection from evil and good,
Worth it.
but I now have 4 CR 1/2 crocodiles
Okay.
in the tank.
They all get to attack.
right
Yeah.
now.
Go ahead and
oh.
roll their attacks.
They each have a bite with a +4 to hit.
Okay.
So let's just roll this as one big batch.
Yep.
That is a 11,
Yep.
11, 16, 19.
All hit.
Rolls on death.
Yeah.
This is so stupid.
This is
It's crunch time.
Each of these is a D10 +2.
okay.
7 damage,
Mm-hmm.
11 damage, 9 damage, 5. And it then needs to make it's grappled and restrained
Okay.
as 4 crocodiles bite a big brain.
I'm sorry. That's the anime I want.
That's some
My
that's some
word.
kill a kill bullshit right there.
Jackson just dives out of the way.
Yeah, I throw over the concordance real quick. Heads up.
Yeah. That tank becomes a bigger horror show than it was.
Yeah.
Instantly.
Yeah.
That is going to take us to Zephyr.
Hard to do.
Yeah.
Over concordance, I say, Jackson, get out of the tank. And as my action, I'm just gonna do some Eldritch Blasts.
Okay.
Because I need him to be clear, or it will not go well. So 3 attacks. The lowest was a 17 to hit.
Okay. 17. Yeah, that's good.
10, 12, 11.
Oh, man, D12s are
So,
nice.
what, 33
Yep.
plus 15.
48.
So 48 force damage.
We did not come to fucking.
Just that's kind of like with Van, just a sequence of twist of the bands on the Deep's grasp, and it cooks up and shoots out, does the triple helix, and goes right into the thing.
All right. Because I forgot to do it, I just went ahead and used 2 legendary actions for Tentacle. I rolled a 1 and a 3. That hits fucking nothing.
Nothing.
Oh,
Nothing.
good.
Even the crocodile.
Even the crocodiles, which is very embarrassing for it. Jackson, what are you doing?
some bullshit.
I know. I'm ready.
Let
Fuck.
it fly, bud. Just let it fly.
The scythe comes back. I have to like readjust to not destroy a crocodile, and then again to not destroy another crocodile. And it's kind of crowded in here.
Yeah.
So here's what I wanted. So I kind of turn around and kind of find like get my feet planted into the elder brain just so I know exactly where I'm going.
Yep.
And I'm just gonna like I'm cutting down some wheat, just scything to the ground in front of me. So these are at disadvantage.
Yep.
All right. First attack. 23.
Yep.
That's 23 points of damage
20
for the first attack.
Okay.
Second attack, 14.
14. Cool.
Does that hit?
That'll hit.
All right. 26 points of damage.
Okay.
I kind of did this bullshit once in the dungeon with Addie, and I want to try it again. So I scythe, and then I pull out the immovable rod.
Uh-huh.
I misty step 30 feet up and go, shit! And grab onto it.
Yes!
30 feet above the
Very good.
above the elder brain in the pool.
You do that. And as you fly up, you get a good view of the room. You see the crocodiles in the pool. You see Zephyr queuing up for something. You see Mordecai standing there looking down at the crocodiles, maybe a little too amused for himself in the moment.
My children!
And you see on the ground beginning to rise into the air a mind flayer wearing a crown.
Very quickly over Concord and say, guys, you got this. I'll get that. And I just point.
Oh!
This thing
okay.
rises above, looks down, and you can see in its tentacled, mottled green face hatred for the thing in the tank.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
And it snaps its fingers. The water is still there, but it seems to be poisoned instantly.
Shit.
Glad I got you guys out of there.
I got out of it. Hey, good call, Zephyr.
Hey, good call.
What a crazy random happenstance.
The crocodiles need to make a Constitution saving throw.
With a Constitution save of crocodile.
Crocon.
Of +1.
All right.
3. Actually, this is pretty good. So the 3 is bad. But
Yeah.
then 17, 18, natural 20.
Okay. Let me take a look here.
Do they have enough hit points to survive?
19 hit points each.
Oh, yeah. They could take a shot, especially with the save.
Spell save is 20.
So 1 succeeds.
One succeeds.
Shit.
As this thing casts Cloud Kill,
Oh.
dealing 30 damage to everything that failed.
1 croc lives.
One croc lives.
1 croc lives with 4 hit points left.
As the brain writhes in the tank.
It's the mind grave.
Wow.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
He's not the Gray Flayer?
The Gray Flayer.
But like Flare,
Etrian Flaynor.
Etrian Flame.
All right, we got there.
We
That's
got
it.
there.
Hey,
There
you
it
know
is.
what? I hate that so much. I'd like to murder him.
Right. He snaps his fingers and you see this happen. You see the brain curl. Parlay. All of you. It is Mordecai's turn.
I think we have something to deal with first.
After, obviously.
Is this the brain or Etrian
This is the Flaynor.
This is the Flaynor speaking or speaking in our heads?
In your heads with Etrian's voice.
Fuck.
I'll
I hate
pop-
this. Go.
I'll
Go.
pop over Concordance. Brain first, but I'm intrigued.
Yes.
Are the other 2 mind flayers down with the Flaynor still a thing?
Not that you've seen.
Gross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. I'm just gonna huck a produce flame into the tank.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that'll actually do anything, if the fire will reach the brain.
Unfortunately not. You toss it down there and it's just like,
Yeah, that was stupid. My 1 remaining crocodile is gonna do God's work and bite the brain again.
yep,
That's a dirty 20.
that'll hit.
Alright.
Go ahead and roll damage.
All hail Killer Croc.
7.
Okay.
And then I think I'll just make my way down the ramp. I'm gonna trust Zephyr on this.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna get a healthy distance from the Flaynor. And stand there, like, holding my hammer in two hands, like, down by my knees.
Okay.
Letting my arms drop and just holding my hammer.
Yep.
And just staring across from him. I'm going to keep eyes on him. I don't want him making any moves without me knowing.
Zephyr, this thing looks terrible.
Okay. I continue my walk up the ramp
Mm-hmm.
towards this thing, and I am charging up another Eldritch Barrage.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know much about us, do you?
Who is that directed at?
The brain.
The brain?
I am slowly walking up the pathway towards the brain.
You feel confusion. It knows it should know more.
Allow me to enlighten you. We are Aegis, the four shields of the gods. We have faced insurgent forces and tyrant kings. We have faced persuading, unseelie, and fiendish rabble-rousers. And you are nothing but a malignancy feeding on a people far greater than yours. My colleague over here described us as a scalpel, and you are nothing but a tumor. And like all tumors, and I finish turning my gauntlet, you must be excised, and I fire.
Griffin is turned on as a major action.
Hey, thanks, buddy. That is a 12, a 21, and a 30.
All hit.
3 plus 15 is 38.
You want me to do this, or you want to do this?
Did I do it?
You did it.
Brighter than he has ever held, he launches these out, and they travel around the room. Not only do they triple helix as per usual, they spin and spin, gaining more and more momentum until they go through top of brain down and shatter out the bottom of the tank, spilling the brine and everything out onto the floor around it.
And one crocodile goes with it.
Crocodile.
Shit, man.
Ow!
Fuck, bro,
beans.
I'm down here still.
All right.
Amazing.
The three of you are left alone in this room. Quiet pervades. It is an uncomfortable, still silence as this mind flare, this green, terrible thing lands on the ground and dusts itself off and speaks into your minds again. Right then, I'll be honest, I didn't think this would be our second meeting. It's me. Part of me, at least.
Yeah, we're still not the biggest fans of that part either, though.
Understandable.
Yeah, it's fucking
You've all
understandable.
learned a lot, I take it.
What are you hoping to accomplish by this parlay?
I know enough to get these mind flayers out of here. I know how to take the fleet and leave. I can take every single one of them, and we will return to the multiverse. We will leave this world and never return. Not in your lifetimes, at least. Let me live, and I will make this go away within minutes.
Insight.
Go for it.
Yeah, incite that.
13.
31.
Wow.
Expertise is a son of a bitch.
Yeah.
In your lifetime was the phrase that stuck out to you. He might return someday.
And I can live a long, long time now.
So can he.
Mm-hmm.
He can wait. At this point, he thinks he can wait you out. He's willing to keep that oath. Not in your lifetime, hundreds of years. That this threat will be waylaid, and maybe in that time, you can be better prepared for it. This world can be better prepared. But you also know, out of 31, what he did to your god.
Over concordance, I'll say, I don't like it.
Neither do I. I can end this now.
I'm going to live a very long time.
So will I. I'm not worried about it. I'll keep that oath.
I will not live with this regret. I just pull my foot back and push off and start charging.
No, you won't. Roll initiative.
Oh, shit. Okay, 10. 18.
Natural 1.
13.
Hey, Griffin.
Am I up?
You're up.
I concordance to Zephyr real quick. Do I need to stay away?
No, I've got it.
Do we need the crown?
If you can get it from him, yes.
And is he within 50 feet of me?
Yes.
I went down there. I'm going to rush forward. I want to try to tear the crown off his head.
Okay.
I'm going to use my natural 20 that he gave me.
Yes.
I'm going to rush forward. I am going to slide the gavel into my belt. I'm going to rush forward, and I'm going to remember back to when this all started at Bulwark, when he first got on my radar. I was like, hey, maybe this guy isn't the best guy. And I drank his wine, and I ate his food, and he held some twisted control over my mom and my family and my colleagues. And I'm charging forward, and with all and I'm gonna rush forward. I have my fist bites out, swinging, and as I get to his face, my hand opens. I step past him and I grab the crown off his head, and I'm gonna pull as hard as I can. And I'll rage even.
I have the big die in my hands.
You do have the big die in your hand.
Very
I'm
important
going
die
to
for
roll
very important rolls.
the very big die for everybody to see.
That works.
Only a natural 20 will
Hang
save
on.
this.
Hang on.
14.
That is a 14.
So that would make that a...
Fail. That is a 17 total.
Hey, as Chase's want to say, insufficient.
That is insufficient. As you run past, he's gearing up for a spell. You grab the crown. No, and you pull it. The Alhoun falls to the ground, crumpled and weak, broken, as you take the phylactery that was controlling it off of its head. You run a few steps after. I need you to roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Come on. Oh, boy.
19.
I have rolled a natural 20.
Jack?
Can I see him? Like, you
Yeah.
described, like, a lot of energy leaving the room and fog and stuff. Like, can I see
Oh,
it
yeah,
happen?
absolutely. You can see all of this happening.
Okay, then absolutely. So I see the crown start to make its way towards Mordecai's head, and the vine just shoots out, and it knocks the crown just out.
Jackson invokes the Amaranthine. Mordecai, you didn't even notice it happening. Your hand was going towards your head.
Oh, it was like that moment in Avengers when they're like, Mr. Banner, please put the sphere down.
You are now aware that this thing is a bomb for whoever is holding it.
Set it down.
I just drop it.
It falls to the ground with a heavy thud and clink. Thunk-tink. As this wrought iron thing sits there.
Jack, finish that thing. And I pointing towards the sickly green one that's on the ground. I don't know whether or not it's dead or if
It is barely alive, but not in any fighting shape.
Do I recognize that crown?
Oh, yeah.
I know exactly what that is.
No.
I've seen it in Vice. I know what it does.
Yep.
I know what it's going to do to me.
Yep.
I go get the crown.
Okay.
I pick up the crown, and I will hold on to it.
Okay.
And then, like, grab it on the way by, and then I will make my attacks on this thing.
Okay. Go ahead and make your attacks.
19 to hit.
That'll hit.
25 damage is the first one.
Okay.
19 to hit again. 18 damage on the second attack.
Done. Dead.
Done and dead. Okay, great. And I hold the crown in my hand,
Wisdom saving throw.
which I may get at advantage
Okay.
as a motivational siege.
Natural point.
I declare a natural 20.
Oh, using the thing that he gave you.
Yes.
Yeah. You
Yes.
remember that day. You remember the taste of that wine. Sweet and decadent. And you hold firm. Now what?
Like, okay, so
Oh, is
so
that what you
so like
asking, or
as I have it in my hand and I have that, am I going to have? Do I get the feeling I'm going to have to keep making these saves, or just have to do it once?
You will have to do it again, but not immediately.
Okay.
Do we get that to Santa?
Oh shit, I can try.
What do we want to do with this? I don't think I can destroy it. I think they need to be put together to destroy it again.
I have an idea. I'm gonna kneel. I'm going to make a druid craft and make just a little tiny thing of plant life or something.
Okay.
Set it in the ground real quick, and I'm going to, with my scimitar arm, cast Frostbite on the plants. I'm going to try to invoke the general. So we keep these two pieces separate.
Okay.
Good.
Give it to the other fiend.
Give it to the other
fiend who also
That's
hates him.
very good.
2d10.
That's very good,
Yep.
Griff.
D100.
D100.
Yep.
Is that a 1?
That's a 1.
Were you looking for high or low? Because that's
I'm
good in
looking
the.
for high.
Yeah, I was gonna
I
say
am
that's
looking for
good in
high.
like.
Oh, shit.
That's good in terms of like divine intervention shit. That's like the best option.
That's kind of what I had in mind.
Yeah.
Divine intervention. So I got excited, but should I try? Would you allow me to try the Wanderer?
It will be a higher
I
one because you
figured.
did just try.
I know.
I can't do what you just did.
I know.
Yeah.
I can hold it. I have advantage. I can hold this for as long as we need to.
Wait, I have a portable hole.
Can it stay in the portable hole though?
Where does the portable hole go?
At least temporarily. It's just
It's
a
a
hole.
it's a pocket dimension.
It's just a hole. We can put it in there temporarily.
All right,
I don't think I'm going to be able to reach the Wanderer. If I can't reach the General, I certainly can't reach the Wanderer.
that's fair. We can put it. Is there anything else?
Oh, yeah, there's a...
What else is in that hole?
Ah, shit. I turned the hole upside down.
A bunch of gems, like broken crystals, fall out onto the ground. Clink, 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 clink.
I shake it out.
The ship shakes as you do that.
All right, toss it in. Either that or hold on to it. And that's not going to be great either.
Jackson, make a wisdom saving throw.
Saf, can you deep destroy it or anything?
I can ask them, but I doubt it. Yeah, I will. I mean, I'll call on the deep. I don't know if it'll do anything.
Oh, make-
What?
What'd you roll?
26.
Okay.
Wait. I might have something for this.
Okay, you're good.
Invoking my covenant, would I be able to know like what I'm looking at in order to erase the most convenient thing? Like, would I be able to, I guess, see the line of that I'm trying to change?
Can you read the laws of nature?
And
change, yeah.
Can I
Yes.
look at whatever you've got, and so I can go, ooh, let's get rid of that thing?
Yes. All right. I'm going to read this out for the benefit of the listeners, and so that you can actually read my handwriting.
Yes.
Iron Crown of Graynor. 1/2 of the phylactery of Etrian Graynor. Indestructible unless combined with the gem. AC 20, HP 100, but still indestructible.
I can alter this now, but the problem is that even if I alter it, we still can't do anything to it.
I mean, can we make it inert?
Not with altering a single
Sure.
character.
Does the hole work? Like, if I put this thing in the hole, does it stay in the hole? Like, what do you know about the hole?
As far as I know about the hole, I mean, we pushed this crystal into the hole in Amber Eye's tower, and it's been there since. And when it started pulsing energy and shit, like it stayed in the hole. Like we rolled the hole up and we were fine.
I need to use this twice. I've got it. I'm going to invoke this twice.
Wait. Here? Now?
I'm doing it now.
Okay.
All right. I'll hold
I
it
think
out.
I know exactly what you're doing.
I'm taking the command line out.
I love
In
this.
my brain, I've got the readout that I throw into space.
Visible to everyone, you see a large black square appear above you all, and in white text is everything that I just read out.
I slap it down between the N and the D. Backspace. Destructible unless combined with the gem.
Now it works opposite. If it is combined, you can't break it.
You saucy bitch.
So first one is free. Second one's going to cost me.
For that second one, you forget the nights that you lost your parents.
That's pretty good.
You no longer remember the night that your parents were taken from you by Bulwark. The pain, the angst.
Do I remember everything from that point?
You remember that it happened, but
That's
you
something
don't.
that it happened, and,
You remember-
and therefore I was conscripted.
You remember that something bad happened to your parents and that you were conscripted. You don't remember exactly what
the
happened
details of how it
to them.
happened.
How
Okay.
or who or why, all of that's
Awesome.
gone.
So the readout. Yeah, it sits there fucking like Matrix style, and you see like the blinking cursor, and it.
Yep. The letter, when you type it in, it appears purple and then fades into the white of the code of the universe, and it fades away. This is now a crown with 20 AC and 100 HP.
That's right.
I'm gonna Tressing as well. I think this is our escape measure as well, so it works out. I'm going to take a jar out of my bag. A jar that is seemingly empty except for some glitter floating in it.
Yep.
Be like, oh God. No guides. Wanderer, save me. I twist the lid off the jar. I pop it to my mouth and just huff.
Smells like hops.
What the I turn into a unicorn. Mordecai has fully turned into a unicorn with big...
What the fuck?
A beautiful white horse with a golden spiraling horn and just the most shimmering, glitter-ridden mutton chops you've ever seen.
It shakes again. Everything around you.
I'm going to attempt through the unicorn to cast Dispel Evil and Good on the crown.
Oh. Okay.
There's a thing that says Break Enchantment. I mean, either one of these. I can either try to...
What do you have to roll for? Is there a roll associated? What does that do?
Let me read this, and
Please.
you decide, because its language is coded toward creatures. But this is a
Sure.
phylactery. Break Enchantment. As your action, you touch a creature that you can reach that is charmed, possessed, or frightened by a celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead. Undead, lich. The creature you touch is no longer possessed, etc. So maybe I could try to break whatever attachment this thing is there. Or Dismissal. It's like the plane shift thing where you can make a melee spell attack and send it back to its home plane. You can make a melee spell attack against an undead in reach. On a hit, you can attempt to drive the creature back to its home plane. It must succeed on a charisma saving throw or be sent to its home.
That part.
Okay.
That part doesn't.
Melee spell attack?
Yep.
Let me pull up. I did load up my unicorn stats.
As a goddamn unicorn, I don't know.
Charisma, as it turns out.
Yeah, that makes sense.
This thing is more charismatic than Mordecai by a factor of 4.
Okay. Yeah, I just kind of hold I still have my hand on the crown and watch this happen and hold it out.
Nat 19 plus 7 total.
26?
Or plus 6, so 25. 25.
As you do this,
I just lean forward and just gently poke it with my horn.
you poke it with your horn, and a gleaming, brilliant light fills the room. Zephyr, you can still see, as the command line is starting to fade away, you can see the text change to that of just an iron crown.
Dink.
Your efforts combined made that possible, as the part of Etrian Grey Norse soul that was trapped within this crown is sent somewhere else.
To the Wanderer, I would assume.
Maybe. I mean... Actually, wait, can I still concordance when I'm an animal?
Oh, yeah.
Ah, nice. Hey, guys, it's me.
What?
I'm a unicorn. Check this shit out.
That's...
It was a gift from the Brotherhood. We should go, huh?
Yeah.
All right, I take the crown and
Is the ship going down?
Yo, yes.
Okay.
Hey,
Things are the shaking that you have been feeling is like starting to get worse and more consistent.
Hey, everyone get on my back.
I put the crown away.
Uh-huh.
I hang on to it, put it in my pack, and I take the immovable rod, put that back in my pack, take my sight, put it back. All right, are we going?
Hop on.
Okay.
Yeah,
Do we
I
need
get on.
anything?
Just get on the horse. Sorry, the unicorn.
That's fine.
Apologies.
It's very similar.
Okay.
You good?
Yeah.
All right. All present and accounted for?
All three of us.
All right. Everyone gets on the Unikai?
The Unikai.
Morticorn.
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 Morticorn. Yeah.
Morticorn the glittering.
Yeah. So, yeah, Dispel Evil and Good is something that the unicorn can do once per day.
Mm-hmm.
It can also, as an action once per day, teleport itself and up to 3 willing creatures it can see within 5 feet, along with everything they're wearing or carrying, to a location the unicorn is familiar with, the Morticorn is familiar with, up to a mile away.
Okay, where are we going?
Home. The Suborc residence, the garden.
In a flash of radiant light that feels and honestly kind of smells like the Gardens of Gaia, you are transported. You are no longer in the vile yet sterile environment of the Mind Flayers. You are standing on the gardens of the Suborc residence. You look up and you see chaos. You look below and you see chaos. The Mind Flayers, all linked by the 2 Elder Brains, who are both dead, are now moving unable to communicate in their normal way. They are being routed. Losses are heavy, and they're about to be heavier. as the dreadnought and all of the ships above are starting to fall and crash to the earth. Your home is about to be crushed, Mordecai.
Shit. Oh, shit.
You've got about 15 seconds to get out of the way. What do you guys do?
Oh, no. I blink out. I unshift from Unicorn. I immediately turn over the wall behind me and cast Erupting Earth on the garden wall. I point to them two, to Jack and Zephyr, and I say, go. And I rush into the house, and I'm going to just blitz through the house and scream at the top of my lungs, everyone out! If anyone's here, everyone out! And I'm just burling through.
Empty halls. You're fine.
And then I Erupting Earth my own fucking front door, and then I blitz out the front.
Okay.
I want to do something really dumb.
Yes.
I'm going to save Mordecai's home.
Okay.
I
Excuse me?
look up towards the ship that is coming down towards us,
Uh-huh.
and I'm going to activate it one more time.
What are you doing?
I look up at the ship, and at the nose of it, I reach my glove up, and I snap. And I'm going to cast Shatter,
Uh-huh.
and I'm invoking my command line one more time.
Okay.
I'm going to cast it at... Yeah, I've got it. We're going to cast it at 5th level. So instead of 6d8, it's going to take deal 96 d8.
Oh my god.
I would like you to roll that. We don't have.
I'm pulling up a dice roller.
Okay. What?
Yeah.
Dear Lord.
He's gonna have nothing left after this. All right.
All right, here we go. 96 D8.
That is 335 damage.
Oh my word.
Oh. What?
We have lost so much, and the one bastion that we have had is this house. I will protect this house.
You have forgotten the names of your parents.
That makes sense. And so, where Mordecai goes running off, Zephyr literally just looks towards the sky, unblinking, and just snaps his fingers, and that ship explodes. It's gonna deal probably fucking buckshot damage to everything around it, but that house will be safe.
You have saved Bulwark in this moment. You realize that as this thing explodes in the air, shattering into smaller and smaller pieces, the massive crater that was going to be left, most of it was going to fall into the caldera. You see this now. It was going to be a mess, lava and plasma, not even to mention the pieces of the city that would be lost with what didn't fall in. But you have caused the explosion to happen in the air, where all the other ships are as well. The sky is lit as if by daylight. And purples, greens, blues, and whites as the Mind Flayer Armada chain reaction explodes. You all take cover inside the Sebulwark residence to ride out the storm.
Zephyr doesn't move. He sits there and he watches every moment of this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I grab Zephyr and start to pull and realize he's staying here. And I just kind of put my back to his and make sure we don't get surprised.
Sure.
I hit the ground after exploding my front door.
Uh-huh.
And realize that my house is still intact. And I look up and go, oh shit. And then I just backpedal and throw myself back in the door into the entryway. And I think from the ground, I mean, in my head, I'm picturing like a straight hall from the front door to the back. And I think I look up through and I see Zephyr and Jack, and just like I'm watching them as the hell rains down.
It takes about 2 minutes for everything to go quiet. The sky, it filled with a beautiful evening light. You look out below to the bottom of the mountain, and you hear cheers. You've won. You really did it.
You good, Zephyr?
It was worth it.
Did you just...
We gotta go.
I'm gonna pull myself to my feet and make my way out to them. maybe meet them as they're coming in, and just like agog, just look at Zephyr. I was like, was that you? How the fuck did you do that?
Grand Entreater.
Oh my god. I give Zephyr, I think, the biggest hug I've ever given anyone. Just full on, like hold you close, like into the shoulder. Thank you, Zephyr, so much.
Your family isn't losing anything else.
Thank you. That means so much.
We need to go.
You're a good man.
And
We gotta go find the other Grand Intruders.
Wipe tears
Start
away from my eyes.
making
We need to find-
way down the hill.
Let's go. Sit rep.
You start making your way down the mountain. Just walking, I'm guessing?
Yeah, I'm out of wild shapes.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no.
Aren't
not-
you a goddamn unicorn?
I turned back.
Okay.
I had spells to cast to break
Okay.
my own house.
Okay.
Actually, I'm not out of wild shapes.
I could dimension door us a ways, but
No,
I can
it's
do that
cool.
with one.
I'll wild shape into
What
a.
if you-
I'm gonna scare the entire city of Bulwark and wild shape into a Chirop's Strider.
Oh, terrible.
Yeah,
Hate it.
hop on.
Cool. Yeah, I'll hop on.
Okay.
Okay.
You start making your way down, and you cover a very good clip, especially as a Chirop's Strider. You can like go over things that like horses and whatnot.
Yeah, they
can't.
ignore like difficult terrain or shit.
Yeah.
Like I still have freedom of movement on me too. So
About halfway down, you're seeing people like coming out. And it's like, is it over? Like, what happened? But as you make your way down, an individual kind of walks out from like a wreckage, and they're dusting themselves off and shaking their heads. It's an elf with short cut black hair. Hi there. Looks like you made it out all right. Good. You all right then?
I'm a Chirop's Strider.
Yeah.
This one's on you
Are
guys.
you all right?
Yeah. No. Look, told you it'd work. Thought it'd work.
Who are you?
Right. Yeah. Oh, right. Sorry about that. Well, that's difficult to explain.
Damn it.
Are you?
I used to be Baelit.
Baelit regenerated!
So,
Mordecai
I told you.
Mordecai in concordance is just.
so yeah, but I'm not Baelit anymore. He,
Yeah.
in order to make sure that he could, the 75% of 100% thing, like that was you. I mean, you get that now, right? Yeah. Anyways,
no, I don't, but I trust you.
Screech.
Fair enough. Anyways, part of the, whatever this thing isn't, they pull at their black clothes that, like, very closely you can see are just kind of, like, covered in eyes. Had to fuse with Carrie, like, all the way a little bit, so I could see, he could see everything. I mean, I could still do that a little bit. It's hard to explain, but...
Do you have a name then?
Not
Do you-
yet. I was thinking of something that might honor him.
You're Carrie and Baelit. Let's go
Well,
with Caleb.
when he was a kid, he wanted to be like a healer or something. So I'm thinking like the physician. I think.
No. No. How did? No.
How the fuck did you do that? You just did a fucking magic trick.
I've gotten.
The prestige.
I have gotten all right at this.
No.
That's a terrible name.
It's not great.
Screech.
But it's something-
That's a title. You need a name.
Nah, well, because here's the thing. Whenever I die, this gonna happen again. So I need something that's kind of like persistent across all of them. I might take a name that's you from time to time. I don't feel it in this moment. Anyways, besides the point, I guess you'd all like to get back to like where everybody else is, right?
Screech.
All right, hold on one
In the
sec.
affirmative.
He takes the shield off of his back and tosses it,
Ugh.
and it creates a door against a wall.
Legend.
Right, come on in here. This will get us right over there. Apparently every time I die, this is going to get, like, more powerful, so that's kind of neat.
Fuck off,
Me
Chase.
this time.
Yeah, I know. I'm getting
holding the sign this time.
I get the fuck off
Fuck
Chase
off,
sign.
Chase.
sign. And you walk into a small room, and then suddenly you turn around, and that door is still there, but leads out of Bulwark.
Well, that's handy.
Yeah, no. Just,
You should.
little
I bet if you. And so we're like in a negative space. If you work on this could be quite
But
the
that's the apparently I've got time now.
something we can only wish for.
I'm gonna walk through the door.
Screech. Actually,
All right,
fuck
then.
this. I'm going to turn back into Mordecai.
I've got some folk that I need to catch up with back inside the city, but you'll take it easy, all right?
All right.
You as well.
Thanks.
I'll see you all around.
Hey.
Yeah.
I don't know how this works. Tell Baylet thanks.
He loved you a lot. Just so you know.
We did too.
Yeah. Take good care of that shield.
The physician sighs heavily and walks back in the door, and as he does, it is gone. You are standing outside of Bulwark at a command tent, where you see several people standing there ready to kind of figure out what the next steps are. But you have a moment to talk before you walk in.
Holy shit.
Well,
Holy shit.
we did it.
Go Aegis.
All
We-
4 of us.
Yeah, 4 of us. This
Couldn't have done without him.
Definitely.
Well, I think that changing the world, saving the world isn't enough. So, I think we need to build it back a little bit better this time.
I think this is another great example in a bit of a different category, but of we won the battle.
We did.
We basically won the war. But
And now we have to figure out what's next.
yeah.
And I don't know about you boys, but you know, after the mountain, we kind of got pushed to the side for a while. And then we went to Lee and we did some good out there, but we weren't making the changes.
Mm-mm.
That's not going to happen again. We have seen too many things. We have seen too many differences and too much bad to let someone else step up and lead the world out of this miserable shithole.
Yeah.
Look at Saphir. We have lost too much and given up too much to sail away on a boat. I'm going to live for a very, very long time, and I'm going to spend as much of that time putting this world to rights so that this doesn't happen again, so that no one else has to do what we did ever again.
You're here.
Will you help me?
Yes. As much as I want to say no, but I'll help you.
I think that Jack and I have some kind of understanding. Obviously, we can't feel it as strongly as you do, but how much you never wanted to do this, Saf.
Yeah.
And none of us expected to end up, truly none of us expected to end up in any sort of involvement with any of the patrons. From what you told us, you happened upon them. We happened upon the Nexus in Despera, and then...
The funniest part about that is I don't even remember that now.
What?
Saphir, what?
My power in Nexa cost. So,
Saf.
Yeah, what? Did you lose some of the power? Do you
no,
not?
the power is there. It is there and it is very tempting to use, but
Well, what did it take?
it's gone, so it doesn't really matter anymore. All that is left is what to do with it next. So again, as much as I want to say no and get on a boat and leave, we have work to do. Yes?
Well, hey. Compromise. I promised Hugo and Shipiji a beach trip.
Wait, what? That sounds good.
I don't know when exactly,
Okay.
TBD. But like, let's say like maybe a year or two from now.
Beach day.
We'll see where things are.
We can take a break and we'll get on a boat.
Saphir, you can't remember something?
I don't want to talk about it right now.
Okay.
It's soon.
And don't talk about it, but Saphir, look at me. Don't do it again without telling us first. Can you promise us that?
I can do that.
I'll use this coin on your ass if you do.
You can't lose who you are.
I've given everything for this place. Everything. We need to go meet the others.
Right before we go in, I'll just hold out a hand to each of the boys. I'll put the backs of my hands together and let a little ball of energy float between it, and just look at them and just gently let the magic expand to cover the three of us, and cast Calm Emotions.
Aww.
Which you can choose to fail or make the roll for.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna take that.
Okay.
I'll take it as well. I want to chill out a little bit.
Okay. You all feel the calming presence of Amareya Dejani. He is with you still.
Johnny.
He was with you the whole time.
What a chill dude.
Johnny does know.
Go fuck yourself.
Johnny does know. Johnny does know. Anyways, you walk into a tent, and as you pull the flap aside, you are met with a roar of screaming and cheering. This room is filled with everybody that came out with you. You've got Kaylin Kane standing on a table, just screaming.
Oh my God, it's Kaylin.
Oh my God, this is Caitlin Kane.
Red Hot Mercury, who is just sitting at a table surrounded with scroll, his hands deep in his hair, just beaming. You have Percy Moth, your chief teleporter, is just reeling, not saying anything. His head is just back. He's got a drink in his hand, and he's just. And there's a bunch of other people in here who you don't know, but as you open the flaps, every eye turns to you, and they scream. Kaylin Kane hops off. You did it! Holy fuck, you did it!
Yes, we did.
How? What? Okay, though, look. I need alcohol and details. I need copious details on what happened.
We are
Come
gonna,
on over. Come on over.
Before we do anything else, I get everybody important
Yes.
in the room. We find a table.
Uh-huh.
I pull out the crown.
Yep.
Put the crown on it.
Uh-huh.
Pull out my still holy weapon.
Yes.
And slice the entire thing in two.
Done. Holy fuck.
That was the phylactery. I required the highest of fives, Caitlin Kane.
No. I take a knee.
He hops up, uses you, not as a footstool, but as a boost.
Yeah.
Running jump.
Nice.
High five. All right, so I'll ask about it later. We just got to get the other one. And that's been hidden?
Yep.
It is safe.
All right. Worry about that at another time, then.
I was just saying, the moment we walk into this tent, Zephyr, the public persona goes on.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So
you are now calm, cool, collected.
Well, I mean, I was calm, cool, and collected. But the moment that he has to be on,
Yep.
all smiles and
Naturally.
Yeah.
The bard persona.
The
comes
bard
out.
persona comes out. The grand entreater persona comes out. Still in his very fine clothes.
Is my dad here?
Everyone who I explained is in the room. You're all talking. You're beginning to break out down what happened. In that moment, Noon and Salix both show up. The flap opens, and this golden knight with burning blue eyes steps through the door. at the side of a spitting image of Mordecai in like 25 years.
Yeah.
Immediately, he beelines to you. Noon beelines to Jackson. A hug from Mordecai. A kneel bow to Jackson.
Dad.
What the hell, man? What happened?
Just real quick. Tell them everyone's good.
They're fine.
Okay.
They're fine. We were halfway to Everburn when everything started happening.
Okay.
I turned on a dime. I sent your sister to take care of everybody else.
Okay.
So
Kella's
everyone's
safe,
good.
as far as I know.
Yeah. Well, she's out there somewhere, I think.
Good. Fuck, it's good to see you.
You too. You too. Foreman, it is good to see you again.
Welcome back. Let me preface all of this with Jackson knows in this moment that he's creating the lasting image of who he's going to be for forever.
Yes.
And Jackson is going to do his best Zephyr.
Oh, I'm excited to see
To,
this.
yeah, I'm not going to do my best Zephyr. It will be bad.
I mean, I'm going to hear your best Saphir, though.
But Jackson knows that he has to be more,
Right.
and that requires people to respect and want him to do things
Okay.
for whatever comes next. Noon, it is good you survived, and I reach down my hand and
Yep.
pull him up.
I serve as ever.
The others?
Just fine. So far as I know. We were separated in the battle, but I would know if they were lost.
That is good to hear.
Much work needs to be done.
Much work indeed. We'll need to start sending out parties into the city, help survivors, see what rebuilding comes next.
At the discretion of you and yours, I will have the Prismatic Knights begin that.
The foreman will rebuild.
We will rebuild.
And I clasp a hand to my chest.
He salutes, turns, and
Send him-
walks out.
So so we're in a tent, you said?
Yes.
We're in a big tent, and there's a little mild amount of revelry happening right now.
Yes.
Awesome. Sphere, I think, in a attempt to numb his feelings, finds the closest drink he can find, drinks all of it, climbs on a table, and says, "Do you want to hear about our deeds?"
You get a loud cheer from everybody.
And brings the lute around, hits a few like dun 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 dun, and begins to just play like a very like intense instrumental, but is dramatically like speaking the story
like
of that they've
like
been
an epic.
Exactly. So it's playing like accompanying that's the story he's telling,
I
and is like walking between tables and.
I pull a crate over to Mordecai and say, I think it's time. It's not a drum, but
Mordecai takes a seat and just puts his hands on the crate, drums his fingers on the side of it, gets the feel for the acoustics.
What's
And,
that? The box drum.
Oh yeah,
There's a
there's
name
like
for
little
it.
stool drums.
Is
yeah,
that a
but
cajon?
no, literally
yeah, the
sits on
cajon.
the top of the box, and so that he's
Yeah.
playing in between his legs and just is doing the.
Yeah, the music is reminiscent of. Did you watch the new season of The Witcher yet?
Not yet.
There's the new Dandelion Bob.
Gotcha.
It's called Burn Witcher Burn. It's his essentially his breakup song with Geralt. And that's the music he has going behind him as he's telling the story. And yeah, no, he's fucking just owning the space.
Excellent. The camera hands out. Time passes. The reconstruction efforts begin quickly. Much is to be done. And unlike last time, with a foe that was unknown and unaccounted for, at least to the general public, this time, everyone knows it's gone. There are no secrets. This was an invasion that was defeated, and we will rebuild stronger than ever. A month passes, and you are reconvened to handle the matter of the second half of the phylactery. You gather at the top of the mountain.
Did you say it's on the summit?
Might.
how many ways are there to get up to the summit? Like, there's one path.
There's like a main road.
There's
There
a
are some like
main-
alternate ones. You used to be able to use the mine carts, but those are still out of commission.
So we have to take another path to reach the summit.
Right,
You
yeah,
just said that
exactly.
there was a main path.
That one sucks though.
Yeah, no, it's so
Let's take
crowded.
The
like,
scenic route's way better.
like there's
okay.
a lot of big
I
metal
guess we
bits
should-
still
we
on
should
there.
check
They're
another
trying to
path then.
dismantle. It's a whole thing.
It takes like 5 years to get up there.
Right.
It's good to know we're all collectively the worst.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure, for sure. So you are standing there. You have Kaelin Kane there with you. Is there anybody else you would want for this moment to be there?
It's been a month.
I mean, all the grand entreaters would
Okay.
probably be beneficial.
Yep.
I think my mom should be
Your
here.
mom.
Sure.
Leia needs to be here.
God, everyone else is fucking dead. Shit.
Is there a new Grand Entreater for the Awakened Seer?
Yeah, within that time, does another one come forward?
Yes, there is. Let me take a look.
It's Hugo.
Hugo Thickmousington.
Sir.
Yes, sir. Or Lord.
Lord Hugo Thickmousing.
Grand Entreater Hugo Thickmouse.
Get this right. The new Grand Entreater is going to be Anatal Servidius. She is a human, and she stands with you all. And in a very shocking turn of events, rolling in about 2 weeks after everything happened with Starbucks is the Wanderer Grand Entreater.
Wait.
Naraya. Naraya, Grand Entreater Naraya has returned.
Just with a coffee?
Yeah, no, like just kind of rolls in with some trinkets and treats from the other side of the world. It's like, sorry guys, I genuinely didn't know and didn't have a way back.
Are you your Grand Entreater?
Yeah, no.
Naraya,
Yeah, no,
Mordecai. Me and I lean in and whisper, Saunter.
yeah, no, Saunter filled me in.
Yeah, okay.
I'm up to date.
Okay.
He was a little cross with me for not being able to be here when apparently everything was on fire.
That makes sense.
He gets that way.
Yeah,
He has his moods.
Telling me. But
Oh, shit. You read
If-
in?
I am read in.
All right.
I can get it.
Do we, I guess we'll call this meeting to order. Do we need it?
As I understand it, as Saunter has informed me, sorry, the Wanderer.
Yeah, he's got like,
The Wanderer
y'all
has
didn't hear that.
as the Wanderer has
of redux.
informed me.
I used the coin of redux.
You like before she talks, you like pinch her behind the knee. You're like,
I used the coin of redux. Okay. I leaned in. I was like, don't say his real name.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
I almost forget. I never actually had to do these things publicly beforehand, you know.
Say the Wanderer.
Yeah, right. As the Wanderer has informed me, when you did whatever it was to the crown, the whole soul went into the gem. He has been able to keep it occupied and unable to form, and believes he can continue to do that forever. However, if something were to ever happen to the Wanderer,
Oh, okay.
then he would be free as ever in a matter of days.
So we're gonna
So-
throw it in a volcano?
That is the other option. We can just kill him.
yeah, I stand. What I have done to the pieces of the phylactery, it should be easy enough to destroy.
Okay.
Given, like, if we bring it here, it could be destroyed in a matter of minutes.
Right then.
I can't turn into a unicorn again.
I know, that's fine. We could literally just break it and then.
Yeah, I
Oh, yeah, I have a hand.
I can just summon it over the caldera and it will just fall in and this will be done.
There we go.
Does that work for everybody?
I mean, look, that's good.
Is there any reason we would want to keep his soul around?
Absolutely not.
I mean, look, the patrons give us a lot every day.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason that we left him with the Wanderer in the first place is because of what he did to the patrons. So letting them have their way with what's left of him for a while, I think seems like a fair payment. But that is just what I said on the subject.
I agree. Yeah, Graynor put the patrons through the ringer.
Yeah. So
This is as much their call as it is ours.
that is about the only reason I would have, is to literally just let the patrons metaphysically tear him to shreds. But that is
Silver, you've been quiet. What are your thoughts?
If this is the best way to destroy it, then we should destroy it. I only wonder how many more tricks the Lich had up his sleeve. We destroyed part of one through
Grand Intreater's actions, but who knows what ripple effects that may or may not have had. Dropping something into a volcano kills anything, except maybe this thing.
Or a lava monster.
Or a lava monster.
Yeah, that'd be rough.
Naraya nods
I think that
sagely.
literally the whole circle's like,
Yeah,
that's a great
that's
point,
fair.
yeah.
I agree it should be destroyed as completely and thoroughly as possible. We just cannot watch this happen, which leads me to question.
You want the certainty of it being destroyed. Casting it into a volcano, you don't see that it's actually taken care of.
I want to sort of address the Grand Intruders at large and say, how do you think all of your patrons would feel about making an arrangement to rotate
Shared custody?
shared custody with the assumption that whoever is not currently holding the gem, the others are honor bound to protect them in the event of danger. A sort of reverse rite of Aegis.
Naraya smiles in a way that you've only ever seen Saunter smile. You feel a cold acceptance in your body, Zephyr. This is fine.
The deep seems happy with this arrangement.
Anadal smiles and nods. Carrie would agree. Hale and Kane. Yeah, that's all right. I think we can manage that.
And to truly ensure the safety of the gem, if the various patrons or their consigners would agree, I believe that Grand Intruder Naraya, you have access to a very good quill.
That would work.
I would only feel comfortable with this if the patrons all agreed consensually. I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed. I'm often been described as a blunt instrument. However,
this is the sharpest scalpel I could get my hands on. Aegis, consider it done.
Thank you.
There we are.
Mordecai's like, oh shit, that worked?
That was a good idea.
Is that really
That was a
good?
good idea, yeah.
That was just kind of a whim. Like,
Oh, that was
I have good instincts.
Yeah, we don't have any more big world-ending threats at the moment, so
Yeah, yeah,
whatever
yeah.
At the
we
moment.
have, we should use
And
for
this like
yeah.
ensures that like the patrons kind of like stay together on one
The
team.
scariest thing on the
like-
board is
Yeah.
probably
They can- they-
That is
Chernobog.
probably the scariest
Me.
thing. This is what's happening.
Yes. Naraya has already left. They have to go to the bottom of the mountain and get
they
the
have
quill.
to go to the
They have to
gates.
draft it.
I'll give him a ride. I'll horse out and give him a ride.
Cool. Etrian Graynor is consigned to an eternity of imprisonment. So long as this pantheon of patrons exists, so long as all survive, all will protect each other to bind and confine one of the most powerful liches to have ever walked the earth.
The gem changes hands once every 4 years to represent the 4 Aegis. And the other patrons serve as the shield to guard against outside threats that would release Graynor into the world again. And I think like I would think I would float during the meeting, like while we're like almost as like an afterthought. It's like, hey, can we come up with a different name for this country, by the way? Can we not call it the Graynor Peninsula anymore? Since like it feels weird then to have your country named after just like the ultimate bad guy, whoever was like in its history. Like nothing fancy. Like, we can just call it the Kindlelands still, just like officially instead of like the Kingdom of Graynor. Because I mean, like he's not the king anymore.
No, he's not. Well, we still have to figure out leadership here.
Yes.
For long-term stability.
Time passes again. It's been 6 months. It's the heat of summer. Reconstruction efforts are continuing. Bulwark was not built in a day, and it will not be rebuilt again in another. The question of leadership is the next question. There are many individuals who have put their name forward for leadership to formally rule in different ways. Kalen has stepped forward and offered the rule of the Grand Intruders, at least in some way, as They are the most organized, as the power of the guides has never been terribly great within. Their organization was never fantastic either. Though the churches do exist, a true theocracy to him feels a little gauche, if you don't mind me saying so. Though the guides and the bishops therein have also put their hands in as a possibility, they do not have as much public support as the once maligned warlocks do. The Circle of Mages also has put themselves forward as a possibility. Again, strong organizational ties to a lot of industries. And in a surprise move, the nobles have also put themselves forth, led by Rakar Shadowstep,
Oh, I take my jerk-off motion back. Yeah,
who has forcibly returned and demanded his home back. And it was returned within a moment.
my
Yes,
dude.
it was. We did everything we could for that too.
Yeah. Somewhere, Bilga smiles.
Yes, wear pretty dresses now.
Oh, she gets the best dresses.
She still has her ratty cloak on top of it. though.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's like closet of half dresses, half like really nice tuxedos.
Oh, fuck yes.
Yeah. Anyway,
Um,
can we choose E? None of the above.
I think that like Zephyr fights for like a council,
Yeah.
not one group. You know, in particular, like a
representatives from each city.
Yeah. Representatives from like a diplomat from each city. You know, a representative from the Church of the Guides. Kalen Kane from the
all of
Grand
the
Intruders.
major players.
All the major factions have a seat. It
Okay.
isn't one group that is in charge. It is obviously headed by a council, and like that would have to be like an elected thing.
Yeah.
But otherwise, there's a seat for a representative from like everything.
Okay.
Yeah. Each of the cities.
That's at least what Zephyr.
Mordecai
uses
would be on board.
What influence he has to try and put in place, because obviously we had a king who was the head of one of the noble houses for centuries, and hey, that didn't work well.
And half of the Grand Intruders are gone.
Half of the Grand
And are
Intruders,
new.
are brand new and don't know what they're doing.
The theocracy has never been strong.
Exactly.
It is a mess.
like we were in Lee, like the bishops. We were at the front of all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the bishops individually are decent people some of the time, most of the time, but like there were problems there.
Exactly.
Okay, so
Well, one of them works for Jackson now.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's weird.
like there comes a moment, I think, somewhere between this 1 month and 6 month time when Jackson, where the Aegis 3 get together again at Jackson's behest, and we all sit down in whatever nice chamber
Mm-hmm.
we have wherever it is. I would like to lead.
What? Like everything?
Whoever will have me.
Like military or
I don't-
city governance?
We don't want a king,
No.
No, that
I mean, we've been
and we need a council.
drafting this proposal for weeks now.
yeah.
I would vouch for you. If that's what you're going for.
Yeah,
you need
absolutely.
a head of the council. I mean, you're also the head of a religious sect as well. So
I'm at the head of that. I'm a mouthpiece for two gods that were patrons.
and like granted,
part of-
they've also
yeah.
got I'm
They've
assuming
got
that
their own, yes,
yeah,
but
I'm
it's
assuming Guy has got a Grand Intruder still, but like it's
yeah, but
different.
not much.
So
of
Ariel
one.
Troyer, the Grand Intruder of Gaia, you have actually learned this over time as they have continued to talk and experiment and see what happens. There will be no warlocks or Grand Intruders after this batch has passed.
Like after they're gone,
These are the last ones who will have access to that type of power from the Grand
From those
Intruder-
sources.
From
Gaia
yes.
and the Forebearer.
Correct.
So from the
They are-
entirely.
They are the last of their line. Once they are gone, they are gone. The Covenants, once the last of them are gone, that fraction of power will return to both Gaia and the Forebearer. But that is sometime off. There are elves in the mix. It's gonna be a
It's
rift.
gonna be a few centuries still, probably. But
Boys, I don't know what that means, where I fit into that, but I'm going to be here for way too long.
Yeah.
To not keep our collective knowledge and experiences leading this world.
You're going to be the only one of us that can.
Yeah, I know. I've been thinking about this. I had a lot of late nights up with Johnny and Gaia while we were heading to Lee, and we talked a lot about what the world could be or should be, or what it meant to be a hero. I think we're well past the thoughts of needing to be something, and we just have to be whatever the world needs us to be.
It's all we've ever been. Really.
Well, until, 2 years ago, I was a teenage human.
I mean,
So,
but before that, you were a loyal soldier. You were of service.
yeah, but you always want something.
I know.
Or think you can be more, or want to be lauded. And I think that after everything we've seen and been through, I don't want that. And I would like our experiences to hold the world steady for as long as we can. As long as I can.
You seem like you're all in agreement in this idea, so you take it to the one person who you know will most certainly hear you out, whose voice carries weight. Leia Bulwark.
Hell yeah.
She
Hey, Mom.
hears...
I mean, like, also, if our voice doesn't
Yeah,
hold
right,
some
yeah.
weight at
Right,
this
it does,
point.
it
like,
does. But at the same time, you are handling a very sensitive topic,
Yes.
and a lot of people... Leia is one of the few people who is not vying for it.
Yeah.
She sighs.
Yeah, but she understands this.
Yeah,
vibe as
she
well.
understands.
Like she was thrust into leadership after the decimation. Like,
Yep.
she feels this
She-
exact thing.
She nods. I think we can make this work. With one tweak.
Sure.
No one can serve for more than, let's call it 6 years. Every 6 years or sooner, a person must step down from the council for at least twice that time.
That seems
I
fair.
liked it.
I refuse to see my home ruled forever again. Also, like, we've got to figure out a way just to, like, keep an eye out for undead, because seriously,
Oh
I'm not
my
having
God,
that
it's
happen
like-
again.
This came out of nowhere.
I mean, like,
We're doing
there
it forever.
he had a very good plan,
Great plan.
kept all the
Really.
mages away so nobody could tell he was undead.
Ugh.
Get a grave cleric on staff.
Yeah,
Instead-
instead of like a food taster.
yeah,
like,
it's an undead detector.
yeah.
We'll figure it out, but yeah, I like that.
I think if there's
They'll
room,
go for it.
If there's room, I'd like to petition a spot to maybe create a position for myself as sort of a dignitary between the Kindlelands and the Wilds,
I can't think of anybody else who would be better suited to be that ambassador.
or who frankly would want to do that.
That's also fair. That's very fair.
We could do that. Zephyr, would you like to be... I know Kalen wouldn't be super thrilled about it, because I know he's champing at the bit. Would you like to be the first chair for the Warlocks?
Why don't you come back to me in 6 years? I've never wanted to lead. I don't think I'd be good at it. And sure, like I feel like I fit into an advisory role well enough.
We'll keep you close.
There's a lot to settle into still with all the Grand Entreater stuff.
Understandable.
So,
Another 6 months pass. It's been a year. Mordecai, what have you been up to this year?
Mordecai has made at least has made one big trip out to Lee in order to set up a position, just in some face time with leadership there. But I think has kind of pulled away from that quickly because he got news one day. Because in the time since, if you're okay with me running with this, Kella and Connor got married, and there's a new little baby Greenstone running around. It's gotten all of the siblings thinking, like, and especially I think Mordecai has talked at length with both Zephyr and Jackson, like, reaffirming that no matter what, like, you guys are part of the family. And I think, like, in a moment with Jackson in particular, when little baby Greenstone is here, it's like, we got a lot of people in this family. And that's the one thing I've really learned. And, like, that's something that permeates, like, the culture in, like, the wilds, too. Is that, like, it makes sense. Like, shifters, I just traditionally, like, culturally make big families. It's that sense of the pack, right?
Sure. I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah. So I hope it can be of some comfort that there will still be some Greenstones around in a couple centuries.
You are a family that is too strong to eradicate.
Damn straight.
A Lich tried.
And failed.
Couple times.
What an idiot.
An army of Illithids tried.
Hell no. So, no matter, I think, where you go, there will be a big family of shifters somewhere that'll have room for you at the table.
That's good to hear.
Yeah.
Good to know.
And I'm going to make sure they all fucking know about it before I die. Like, it's like Jackson Silver, like, he's the guy. Like, like that dude is invited to the cookout. Like,
The legend is passed down.
permanent seat, standing invite.
At your time in the wilds, you have found that worship of Gaia has taken strong root, as has the Batulan Brotherhood. They rule side by side. It is decided that your cousin Atticus will serve as the return envoy from the wilds.
Yes.
That seems good.
So,
Yes.
Atticus, all sitting near you as you guys are having this discussion, Atticus is playing with his baby second cousin. And in that moment in the Sebulwark household, all is right. Zephyr.
Yo.
It's been a year. What are you doing?
I think that Zephyr is doing better. I think in the
well, that was so close to bad.
The moment that after blowing up the ship, I had a very sad image in my head. I was like probably like one of the couple of nights like immediately following everything in Bulwark. There was a very a quiet night came, and he had a very sad moment of like desperately like going through his dad's book, just like looking for their names, and I think like literally they're just like redacted. And so like I have a sad vision in my head of this book like torn to shreds.
Yeah.
Sitting there as he's trying to play a song he wrote about like losing his parents when he was in Erden and can't remembering how the song goes because he doesn't remember what happened. And so I think the like a few of the weeks that led up to like the summit of discussing what to do with Graynor, he was kind of in a bad place of like the few things he was fighting to keep, he literally lost in doing so. But since that and then he kind of threw himself in the following 11 or so months into like trying to get their council idea put into action. And since then, like, he hasn't really known what to do with himself, because like he doesn't feel like he should be involved in like the politics of things, but like also doesn't feel like he can just up and vanish like like he's wanted to. So he's just been kind of around, and like he's trying to settle into his Grand Entreater duties, which I don't have no idea how intensive those are. But
depends on the day, depends on the week. Early on,
he's just
terrible.
He's just been kind of throwing himself into work, I think. And I think maybe it has popped back to Lee like once, with more just to kind of see how things are going.
They
they've
on a road trip,
put a lot of effort in. I think he's still kind of looking over his shoulder in case a Rakshasa pops out and tries to kill him.
Yeah, we're gonna have to.
He did in fact say he'd be back. So
we have one day at boat drinks where it was like we're gonna have to fucking deal with that at some point.
Yeah, no, he's going to be bad. And so it's I would say it's an uneventful year. Like things were very eventful, and then it was just kind of like
time for break.
but not even break, just like weird mundanity. Like, you know, it just becomes, it goes from such grave circumstance to just like every day, you know, just like your regular day-to-day shit. So yeah, I don't think it's some great story. He found some great purpose. He's just kind of like doing his thing.
He is serving.
He's serving.
He is protecting the people of Bulwark to ensure that what happened to him will never happen again.
I think that once, maybe not in the maybe it's not right away, but maybe in the next year or two, Mordecai, with surely the money, they've gotten some dosh from the hero.
Oh
biz, commissions to have like a tower and like an extra wing to be built onto the Bulwark estate, so that like Jack and Zephyr have like a place that they can like have their own part of the house that they can be welcome at.
That's very good. I think Zephyr often like hits like the roof of that and just like stares at the space where that ship was. He's kind of a sad boy for a good year or so.
It's fair.
You were into that sad boy.
Yeah. Jackson.
Within that first year, Jackson accepts whatever role in the council and immediately gets to work.
Yeah, no, well, you definitely campaign for you fucking hard.
Yeah, no, it doesn't take much. About a month after everything is said and done, and Leia Bulwark, ever the theorist, ever the author, the crafter, is able to put her system into motion, at least on a trial basis, with Mordecai and Jackson both serving. Grand Intruder Kalen Kane serves alongside you, as do several other individuals, although in the time you are the team leader, a single stipulation is changed, that the leader, quote unquote, the head of the council, will change every year. So you do serve as the first council leader, but that will be ceded to Kalen Kane at the end of the full year.
Yeah, and it passes
fiscal year.
At the end of the
once taxes are counted, you're out.
Yeah. It's very good. So just kind
all of your offices and bosses training has finally paid off.
Look, there's a great quest about some Alabamians, and they have to like sell paper. This is gonna be our team building exercise, I say to the council, and we're gonna
They walk into the conference room one day and there's just character sheets on the table. This is an important day, everybody.
This is your professional development for the day.
Hi, I'm Doug Smith. I'm a level 5 accountant.
Hi, Doug. Anyway, so Jackson gets to work and has found enough things to do to finally fill his nights, so that he does his council work and he leads the city and he helps to rebuild. But he also spends a fair amount of time doing whatever Grand Intruder Ariel needs with Gaia as well, to help with the transfer there and make sure Gaia is not forgotten. But also to establish Amareya Dejani, again, the dragon within Bulwark. So one day, Jackson, between his magic and his tricks, figures out how to bamf his way back down to where Amareya Dejani was held, where the chains still lay fallen within the mountain. And it will be a lengthy process, but he takes with him enough materials to set up a forge within the mountain. Very cool. And starts by using the metal there, the chains, to create the first base of the forge, following using Noon and using the knowledge within, makes a couple of arrowheads, and that will eventually be where the temple starts. That is the forge, and the temple will go up from there, and we will figure that out
in time.
But that is Jackson and Addie spend as much time as they can together. They continue writing letters because she is on the other side of the world.
She must continue her work, and while teleporting with a magical circle is possible, it still takes a year to set up and get done properly.
Yeah.
So it will take time.
It takes time. So returning to the old familiar green ink journals.
Yep.
Happened
It's been...
1 week. I didn't do it before.
I appreciate it. It's been a long year. But you've all come out for it. You're better now. Not all the way, and you may never will be, but you're better. Time has passed, and the wounds have scabbed. There is a celebration held on the anniversary. It is loud and bombastic. There are flags scattered about, fluttering in the wind. Greynor's flag of peach and gray has been burnt, and a new flag of blue and white. Did any of you have a name? I have something in mind
For like the country?
for the country.
Haram.
I was going to say Bayletville, so
I like Haram.
It is Leia who brings forth one other idea. Brasilia. We have endured. We
Fuck.
are resilient.
that's poetic. Yeah, okay.
It's a little on the nose, Mom. Just a little bit.
Bit of a blunt instrument, what can I say?
Wow, rude.
Yeah, I know. I'm your mother.
Yeah, I know.
Look, I just need just give it 1 second. Bayletville.
I don't
Just
even go here.
Just go,
so.
let it go through your brain.
I hear it. It's very sweet. I can try and run Haram by the rest of the council.
I'm in favor.
I just had an idea.
I like Haram.
Haram.
But also
Haram.
resilience fine. Again, I don't even have a job here, so my voice only goes so far.
You're a valued counselor, Zafir.
I appreciate it.
You know I don't do anything without asking you first. I'm not
I mean, I
stupid.
know, but
It's the only way we're still alive.
you get paid and I don't.
You're on the payroll.
Am I?
Yeah.
Where has this money been going? I haven't been
There's an
getting any of
account. You never set up your direct deposit.
it. So you're saying I have a bunch of money just sitting around
Yes.
somewhere?
Yes. We all wondered why you hadn't been using it. We just assumed you were saving it.
I had to ask someone for 2 silver to get a fucking coffee earlier. Like,
What are you doing?
Okay, wait. Should they at least comp the coffee?
For real, like they know who you are, surely.
look, it's fine. I've got money somewhere. I'll go find it.
Yeah.
now.
No, we'll get that set up.
Okay, cool.
But Haram?
Haram.
Haram is good.
Rob.
The blue and white flags.
I take it all back.
The blue and white flags of Haram flutter in the breeze. Just after the winter holidays have finished, you are all once again within the halls of the Sebulwark residence. There is a gentle snowfall outside. You each have a mug of hot cider brought in from a very special farm out in the wilds.
Oh, hell yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
The king beyond the wall.
He works for me, actually.
Oh, yeah.
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 Got him on the payroll.
Way to go,
Make
guys.
sure he actually gets his money.
He does. Oh, he does. Otherwise, he wouldn't be able to keep the farm
We
going.
sent you the paperwork.
Look, it's me.
I know. I should have followed up. I would like to, out back in the garden, at where the memorials for K-Root and Mako are set up, I would like to add, 2 more.
Okay.
One for Baylet and one for Magus Diamond, because she was a not insignificant part of us setting us on the road.
There was an initial pushback from a couple of the older members of your family, specifically your father and Leth.
Mm-hmm.
Your mother put her foot down on it.
Yeah, I mean, Leth
They
and I
will-
have never gotten along.
They will be remembered here. Done.
And so I pushed to have those 2 places added to the garden and just take some time on this anniversary of, like, just remembering all of them, all very Keirut, and then Mako and Bailet and Diamond all happened at 3 very distinct turning points in Mordecai's life.
Mm-hmm.
And it's one of those bittersweet things because it's happy that he only needed to add 2 spots to this memorial area in the garden.
It's not like Vin was getting one.
Yeah.
No.
Fuck that guy.
No, not at all.
No, absolutely not. No.
I bring a romance partner, and his name is Gregory, to the party.
Ah.
That's all I'm adding to this.
All right.
Cool. I was bringing a date. His name's Greg. He's a nice guy.
All right.
So at one point with the snow falling, and I imagine Mordecai's out in the garden, and I find Saphir out standing on the spot.
On the spot.
I bring Mordecai over. Well, and so Jackson shows up. He's a little disheveled and a little working. I finished it. So what do you think? And he pulls open a ring box, and the first thing that he's forged in down in the new forge of Amare Dejani, it's a silver ring with like ivy filigree and a little dragon head coming out holding a single diamond.
Ooh.
Oh, she'll love it.
Oh my god.
You think?
Zafir snatches it from your hand and is like holding it up.
Hey, careful. Well, careful. Right.
It's very elegant. She'll love it.
Thanks.
Oh my. Yeah, that's.
Well, I got to
really
make it
good
through
work.
I got to make it through the year's council at first, and then I'll.
Yeah.
But
Also, I popped by your room in the tower. Do you need me to decorate that for you? Because it's very
Sparse.
tasteful.
That would be great.
Utilitarian.
Yeah, there we go. That was the better.
I don't use it much because I'm just going, but I
Well,
would
yeah.
love to have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A spot.
But
I don't know what this is.
it was the three of us started this, and if we're gonna keep going, I was finishing it and thinking, and if I hadn't met you guys, I never would have met her. So thanks.
Hell of a life.
Who'd have thought? I thought I was gonna be a baker when I was a kid.
You do. Hey, look, you make some good stuff.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I dabble.
Remember
Still.
that time with was that lobster? Crabs.
Um,
What did we burn in that forest that one time?
Oh, it was. I looked it up. They're called jewel.
Yeah.
That's the actual
the
pronunciation.
the big lobster
The
thing.
big lobsters.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
they're
was,
called jewel.
It would try, but that's like cooking,
terrible.
not really baking. I've gotten better at cooking.
Yeah, that was more boiling.
Yeah. Now we've got. Come here, you big bastards! I'm just pull everyone into a big hug.
You all embrace. Snow starts to kick up and come down even harder. A voice calls out from inside. Leia is calling you all into dinner over the din of everybody playing with baby civil work. Nothing is done alone. Not really. Not saving the world, not dinner. Game.
Did it, gang. Damn, we did it, guys.
Holy shit! What the fuck?
We did it.
We did it, you guys. My ass is so numb.
Seven is a powerful number for heaven and hell alike. It takes 7 years for Mantellum to reform. On a cold, quiet winter night on the outskirts of Lee, a single hand emerges from the snow and soil, clawing its way up from hell. the Rakshasa stands and dusts himself off, angrily looking at the city where he met his demise. And then he turns to the forest.
Chernabog. I'll hear your offer now.
As he strides into the forest, darkness taking him.
This has been a Ghostlight Media production.